Show those thieves. Some may call this jers. Take a look. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal. All right, then.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim. Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys. Keep your guard up. Stay sharp. I'll see. In solitude. Good luck. Stay sharp. Stay sharp.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is
You look worse than I feel.
Did you hear me?
Yep. Ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Need a room? Talk. Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together. See what happens. I'm just the cook, lad. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I ain't looking to make Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. All right, then.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. We don't get a lot of travelers here in Riverwood. The war keeps most folks away these days. Most of my customers are locals, come here to relax after a hard day's toil. So what's your story? Are you joking? You just rented a room from me.
Huh? Yes? Got any ale or mead? Until my favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. Until next time.
keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
crush you like a bug. I'll have your head. Must have scared him off. You look strong.
Imperial business. Be on your way. Imperial business is none of your concern, citizens.
Say Helgen, Brigands I can handle. This talk, God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn. Judging by your armor, I'd say you're an Imperial scout. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Good morning.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
You look strong. Come to Jorvaskar. And be a companion.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's store. Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around. I own the Pelagia farm just outside the city walls. Nimriel takes good... I had my years of war and fighting.
Don't take
Senseless.
this the wrong way.
All of it.
But you look a
All
little
I want
sickly.
now is a rake and a patch of good soil.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
I might just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment.
Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
I just think we need more information before we act.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here. Take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit... difficult. Mages, you know. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords. Perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. I have my sources. Reliable sources. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? I believe I am, yes. That reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
This is a priority now.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. I'll put it simply, so you'll understand. If the hold is faced with any threats or... Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant.
What is it that you need? If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they... The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side. But that day has not come yet. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. With good planning and constant... Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread out. But our greatest weapon? Courage. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best
I'm sure he will
we
prove
can do.
most useful.
Now, if you don't succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job. Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
One of the... Absurd that you can't cook good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
What is it?
You look awful. Alfred. Pate. Uncivilized pelt. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that.
I love, even as man. You have come because... Oh, well, let me tell you something. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is... Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about immortal life... And there it is, friends. The ugly truth. We are the children of man. Talos is the true god of man. Ascended from life.
Mister, could you spare a coin? I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose. You're the best. Can you be my father? Mm-hmm.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you working with the Battleborns? Speak now before I put you in the ground. No? So you don't know anything about my brother? Then what are you doing here? Thorald Greymane, fighting for the Stormcloaks, disappeared and believed dead? You really don't know anything about this, do you? I can't do this all on my own. Are you offering to help me? I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't mention to anyone that you saw me here. Do you have news? Did you find something? I've said too much already.
Please, anything you... It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire and hate anyone who speaks out against it. He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand if you had children. I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up. You should ask him well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
I'm all ears.
Yes, Housecourt. We leave immediately.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must
It
have
seems
more
our
swords
enemies
for
have
the
no
Imperial
end of
soldiers.
spies, saboteurs, and assassins. I can't afford to send anyone else.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask your... Got some good pieces out here if you look... It's a sword. Listen, could you take the sword? Thanks. I'd say we're The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach.
In the city, and not out in
Up on the
Riverwood.
tall hill.
Those poor sods don't even
Don't
have
forget to
water.
check inside the shop if you need anything.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach. What is it?
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
What do you need?
You lost? Helgen. If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's cauldron. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart.
Stormcloaks, Imperials, Dragons. Ain't no matter to me what I kill. Let them come. If you're heading east, steer clear of Hilgrud's tomb. Thing about those old crypts, the dead having trouble staying that way.
Judging by your armor, I'd say you're an Imperial scout. You're so well met. Trouble?
Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
What is it?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never
Looking to
is.
do some hunting?
You should buy some.